Hey guys, it's Melanie Hinds, your fastest Iraqi dinar summary on the net. And as I guessed, I shared that intel about the CBI saying they're not going to do the US to dinar exchange rate yesterday. Now everybody's saying it today, all the other intel sources. So the articles I went over in my live stream this morning were crude eases as Iraq's Kurdistan resumes exports. We all know they resumed exporting oil on the 27th. They are ramping up to get to 230,000 gallons per day. Again, I went through that article. CBI rules out the dinar dollar rate change. Also, Iraq is, let's see, what's the latest? Sorry, there was 3 other articles since I did my live stream this morning. I'll just give you the titles. Investment projects employ nearly 1 million people. ISX reports 4 million in weekly trading, and Baghdad hands governors a role in the budget. Iraq's Economic Council has decided to involve provincial governors in drafting the state budgets, aiming to improve services and reduce bureaucracy, the foreign minister said on Monday. According to a statement, the governors outlined their local projects and non-oil revenues to support municipal budgets, while discussions also touched on better use of state land for strategic projects or redistribution to eligible groups. The council further reviewed recommendations on applying product protection laws in Kurdistan area and considered a proposal to contract private companies to transport state employees, a project officials said could create jobs and cut public spending. So guys, this is all good news. We are hoping this thing happens soon. What do you think? Please comment down below. Please consider subscribing and tapping the bell. And then Nader from the Middle East. I like what he says here. He says Soudani is going to get elected again. He's doing a great job and we want him back in office. He should be able to talk. He's an Iraqi citizen. I think he's also a U.S. citizen. Nobody's like him for now. Nobody can give us what we need. Fun Lu is saying article Prime Minister inaugurated the implementation of the Toyota Iraq Industrial Storage and Service Investment Project in Baghdad. He said, please try to grasp the magnitude of this explosive press release. Toyota, a global big hitter, has made this agreement under the current monetary regime, showing that a revalued currency is not necessary for investment and diversification. This will be huge for Iraq. This is exactly what we want to see. Vietnam makes these type of agreements all the time, and they are on Forex with a 26,395 Vietnamese dong to $1 US. The number of dinar needed to equal $1 is of no importance, as a very simple automated calculation can be made and everyone is happy. The RV is obviously not needed in order for Iraq to diversify and grow the economy. What do you think? Then Pimpy says, yes, they've removed off the exotic currencies list, but the one to pay closer attention to is the U.S. currency monitoring list. This is a list they're checking for currency manipulation. It says when they monitor a country, they think they are into some shabby things going on with all the currencies, you get put on the currency watch list. They were not on the currency monitoring list. Their banking financial system is on the monitoring list. That's why you see them making all these changes, updating and reforming their banking system, but their currency is not on either list. This is great for Iraq. This could be seen as a step towards preparing to end up on Forex. So I really like his perspective here. What do you think? Then you've got Claire, article, the Central Bank of Iraq. This is the article that I shared yesterday. The Central Bank of Iraq comments on the possibility of changing the dollar exchange rate. There is no talk or discussions with the central bank or the government about adjusting the official exchange rate for the dollar. He added, everything that is being circulated is untrue. Again, is this Kuwait 2.0, where they said they weren't going to do it for a year and then they did it overnight? Who knows? Frank 26, again, he says the same thing. CBI Governor Alak speaking today to the investment forum. It was yesterday. Iraq has no intentions to change our exchange rate at this time. He went on to say later in the morning, we are not considering any adjustments to the rate. He comes back out and says we have the lowest inflation rate ever and have very comfortable foreign reserves capable of stabilizing our exchange rate. Frank said it's caused a little panic. I don't know why I said that. Makes me laugh. But there's no reason for it. None whatsoever. He can't say anything because it's against the law. I agree with Frank. He can't say we're going to revalue our currency. He has to say the exact opposite because he can't give anybody any signals and it's done. So this could be the best signal ever. He said none whatsoever. He can't say anything because it's against the law. It's illegal according to international law. Of course, he's going to do the same thing Kuwait did and China did. So what do you think? I want to hear what you think. Now we go to the biggest YouTuber on this subject, Mark Z. It says Barzani and Soudani have had a phone call about the HCL and agreed. Excuse me. My husband did that in front of the horses and my horse jumped. I hope I didn't make you jump. And I hope this wasn't in your ears and wasn't too loud. I apologize if it was. Anyways, it's illegal in accordance with international law. Of course, he's going to do the same thing Kuwait did and China did. Now we go to Mark Z. I'm sorry. Whatever. Barzani and Soudani had a phone call about the HCL and agreed to move forward. Oil flowing paves the way. They are making serious There's a lot of breakthroughs, guys. There's every reason that this could be right here. Bruce says, if anybody you're reading puts down the concept of redemption centers, it's just a lie. It's not true. I agree. Redemption centers are live and well. We know a dozen people that are leaders of redemption centers. We know the people that are the heads of the leaders and a lot of people that are going there. So all of that is absolutely real. They're ready for us. They're all trained up and ready for us to go there. You have to decide where you want to go. I have a pinned comment down below that's an alternative. That's all I can say about that. And then Yada, I can't remember Yada, but they show up every once in a while. It said all the things necessary for the rate to change has been completed. The banks are ready digitally. The accounting of the dinar is accounted for. The assets to back up the value is in place, and everyone from international to local governments are ready. Since the oil was only going to flow after the rate is released internationally, we have confirmation that the oil has started. Therefore, we should see the rate change go through our banks. Again, what do you think? I know it's caused a little panic, but I did a whole live stream last night at 5, and I calmed everybody down because, again, Kuwait 2.0. I included this in my summary yesterday. It's included again today because everybody else is talking about it, and I included it because, I did the summary yesterday. I'm just saying, that was the summary yesterday. Guys, I saw my horses, so I'm very relaxed, and I love it. God, they're so good. I'll try to get a video out later. Sandy Ingram, we have seen what other countries have done with their currency revaluations. We're watching Iraq closely to determine what they may do. And then Pimpy stated yesterday, when the Iraqi dinar is free floating on the Forex, that means all restrictions should be removed, and that includes here in the United States. If it's free floating on the Forex, we should be able to take our currency down to your local bank. They will run the currency through their De La Rue machine, make sure it's not fake bills. They'll tell you what you have in Iraqi dinar. This is the currency exchange rate, and this is how much money you can deposit in your bank. You can make a decision from there. Do you want to deposit it? You say yes, go ahead and deposit it. If not, just say no, I'll take my money back. That's how you do it. There's no tricks. And I love that Pimpy's pointing that out, but Pimpy lives in LA. He lives in Southern California where there's a lot of banks that do foreign currency exchange. He's not talking to the person in South Dakota, Nebraska, Chicago, Illinois. I mean, maybe not Chicago. I think they might have some big banks. I don't know. Middle parts of Texas, there are people all over this great nation that live in different places like Maine. We don't have those big banks in Maine. Right? So for you, I'm sharing with you what God revealed to me that I can do, and I'm sharing with everybody. If you want it, see pinned comment down below. But I appreciate his perspective because he lives in a big area. Like if you live in Miami, there's plenty of places probably. It might be easy for you to find a bank, but I think you still need a strategy when you're talking to that bank after this goes, what to say, and then when you're there with your currency, what to say, especially if they throw an NDA out there, which we know they're doing in centers. Okay? This is what Bruce said the last time Bruce said something. It said, we've had a couple of real high up sources in our number one bank and in redemption centers from our contact treasury that's saying, be prepared for something to start for us. And I'm not taking that to mean notifications. We have heard that we should get everything. We're looking by or before the end of this month. The month end is Tuesday. It could be a great end of the month. We're almost to the end, so everybody should be excited. Samson said Iraq's oil export revenues exceeded $7 billion in a month. We did cover that yesterday. Militia Man, we haven't seen him since, I didn't include him in my summary yesterday, I don't think. Think about it. When Iraq starts to rebuild its country in dinar, and when they do a revaluation, redenomination, and apply a real effective exchange rate, they're going to be able to get construction material far cheaper in dinar terms. That's fact in his opinion. Guys, everybody from every perspective, I show everybody's perspective so you can get the widest perspective. And I also have a Dinar playlist for all these summaries where you can go and get caught up, see that I did in fact include it on the summary yesterday. I don't mislead anybody. I share the whole picture because everybody's got a piece of it. These people that have been in it longer than me have their groups, and some of those groups could have contracts. So I'm letting you know that, so you can decide for yourself. Isn't that a great idea? I think it is. Comment down below if you appreciate my work on this. Frank goes, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, I once told you, the day you see the HCL, you'll see what you've been wanting to see, a new exchange rate for the currency of the country of Iraq, for the Iraqi dinar, within nanoseconds. Well, it wasn't exactly a nanosecond, right? But guys, I'm just saying, I love you all. I hope you have a good evening. I hope you love this summary. I hope you appreciate my hard work. And I will see you tomorrow morning for the live at 9 a.m. Eastern time. And I'll see you then. God bless. Bye.